Good evening, everyone. Yeah, and we're going to take a look at that in just a moment. But right now, kind of look at those conditions outside. It's beautiful out there for November, 64 degrees. We've had so many warm days already for this month. But we had record-setting temperatures last weekend. Now we're getting close again, but it's not records today. It still feels like it's in the mid-60s. The dew point is actually coming up, so it's getting still quite comfortable, but we may notice just a little mugginess as we go through the weekend as that tropical system, what's left of it, comes our way. Bit of a breeze out there. We mentioned this earlier, so kind of blowing the leaves around. Might be a good idea to clear up the leaves if you can around your yard or any storm drains that might be clogged, because there will be quite a bit of rain coming as well. But for now, nice and pleasant. Temperatures in the low and mid-60s still at this hour. Looking off to the west, still quite mild. 70s showing up as you get out towards Chicago and then down to the south. But then just behind that, look at all these shades of blue showing up as you get into the Dakotas. It's snowing out there. That cold air coming in our direction, but it'll be modified by the time it gets here. So we'll be looking at just seasonable temperatures for the most part. A little cooling trend, though. But the reason why we've been so gorgeous today is high pressure, just keeping our sky nice and clear and on the mild side with that southwesterly breeze. But turning to the south, here's what's going on with Tropical Depression Nicole at the present time. Still has tropical characteristics. When it came ashore as a hurricane, briefly, it went right through Orlando and is now going up into the Big Bend area of Florida around Tallahassee, and then it's going to curve north-northeast as we go through the course of the next 24 to 48 hours, and it's going to take off when it starts coming up the coastline. So maximum winds now at 45 miles per hour, but it is continuing to weaken and will do so through the overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, and you can see it's now going to start tracking off to the north-northeast. So here's what we can expect when we see what's left of it coming up in our direction. We could be getting some periods of heavy rain, especially late tomorrow night into early Saturday morning, bringing 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. So like I mentioned, clear those storm drains around your home perhaps, so prevent any possibility of localized flooding. We will get some strong wind gusts reaching anywhere between 40 and 50 miles per hour, especially along the south coast. Could have some thunderstorms as well early Saturday morning, and down along coastal areas we could be seeing waves hitting around 10 feet or more. Rainfall totals. Well, we're going to be on the better side of the storm track. It's going to be basically going up through the Hudson River Valley, if you will, so the heaviest rains will be out through New York State, but nonetheless, we could still be seeing 1 to 2 inches of rainfall through midday on Saturday. And some of the wind gusts will start to ramp up for Friday night, especially. And that's when we start getting into some 40-mile-per-hour gusts, maybe 45 along the south coast, out towards the Cape and the islands. Could see some 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts into early Saturday morning. But then as the whole system goes on by, those winds will be dying down and the sky will begin clearing out. So here's how things play out as we go through the day tomorrow. Clouds increasing, showers arriving late afternoon. Then we could get into some of the bands of heavier rain as we go into Friday evening through Saturday night, maybe some thunderstorms, and then it's gone. By midday Saturday, we'll get some clearing for the afternoon, and then temperatures start cooling back down as we head through the rest of the weekend. So again, for tonight, though, fairly pleasant. Some clouds, patchy fog forming late, lows in the low 50s. And then tomorrow, back up near 70 degrees, but again, turning breezy, winds picking up, and the rain arriving for Friday night into Saturday morning with what's left of Nicole moving through the region. And then it's windy for Saturday afternoon as it clears out. Temperatures dropping Sunday. Look at that, highs only in the 50s, 40s for early next week. That's your latest forecast.